Live from Norman, Oklahoma, it's the weekly live podcast stream featuring Minecraft.
Hey everybody, it's Hunger again, and welcome to another Minecraft stream slash podcast slash thing. We're gonna go ahead and do some mining and crafting and some podcasting. It's gonna be great, and yeah, we're just gonna hang out, normal things. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm all set to do some podcasting. Earlier this week I watched a Minecraft video, and it made me there was another tower, not this one that I built, and I do want to work on this one some more, but there was another tower that I built, and I was like, I need to go renovate that tower and add some stuff in it to make it like a living space. So I thought I'd go do that. Oh my god, what the actual hell are these? What the? Oh god. Caps has been like making mobs. What the? They're wearing armor. Good, that's terrifying. My lord. Okay, well, that was kind of horrific. All right, just just wandering around. Let's go. Let's go check some things out, I suppose. My gosh.
Oh, shit.
Hello.
Hi.
Just over here looking around. Oh my gosh. Tail. Good grief, I've built a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to focus on this tower today. Alright, so I have put some stuff in here. So we got some bookshelves, NPC action. Okay, so we got stairs, more bookshelves. Let's see. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, okay. This is the connecting point here. Okay. Okay, so I have stairs there. Okay. Let's do this then. Let's open up the old menu here.
Oh.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. A little tired after today.
Right. Oh, is that what that's supposed to be? An armadillo?
I guess so.
I don't know. Like outside of that tower, there were like these weird things wearing armor, and I was like, that doesn't look like an armadillo or anything else for that matter.
Yeah.
Maybe just ah, no, okay, no, that's definitely wasn't an armadillo I was looking at earlier. All right, but look at this little guy. You can guard this place from now on. All right. Good boy. Did you just make that noise, little armadillo? Okay. Precious baby. Yes, we understand. You're amazing. All right. All right. It's so cute. Why you gotta be so cute? Okay. Here we go. Just gonna put some chests there. Get some storage. There we go. Put another chest there. Oh. Oh, it rolled up into a ball. That's amazing. What a good boy. In the presence of a good boy. Alright, so let's do this. Let's, do this. Alright. Go. Mm-hmm. if it was higher. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's get some ladder bits, I think. I have ladder bits in here somewhere. Nice powerful armadillo. Best boy. Yeah, ladder. Ladder. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there.
How we all doing?
Doing alright.
That's good. That's good.
Oh,
Oh, let's see here.
Hello, new friend.
Oh. Okay.
Chicken jockey.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm just I just came by this tower
Just Steven it up
that
in
I
the
hadn't been to
Minecraft
in a
universe.
while. To just Steve it up in the Minecraft universe, yeah. You know, just
I
legitimately.
am Steve.
right.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Alright, let me do this.
Yeah, that's right. We got the movie sound effects on the soundboard now.
Flint and steel.
Why I just pressed flint and steel by accident. There we go.
Flint and steel.
To be honest, I was gonna press it anyways, but like, okay, good to know that I fat fingered it.
Flint and steel.
Chicken jockey.
Alright.
Oh, that was someone else. Okay, so I didn't fat finger it.
Okay.
Epic. Excellent.
Man.
Howdy.
Minecraft creates movies
Hello.
solely for the purpose of generating memes.
That's not why they made it.
I'm not saying that's not why they made it. I'm saying that's why they made it.
Flint and steel.
Right.
Also, they're making a sequel. It was announced earlier today.
Wait, what?
A sequel.
To the
Of
Minecraft
course
movie?
they are.
Yes.
Of course they are.
This seems like a terrible decision. Like,
I see it as the same amount of gaslighting that caused Morbius to stay in theaters for as long as it did.
Oh my God.
I don't know. That to me
That's
is
a
just
little.
nuts.
That's a little.
See, but the difference is that Morbius was brought back because of memes, and it didn't make money the second time either.
Yes.
This made a fuck ton of money in its first weekend.
How did it?
So
make
of course
money?
they're gonna. It made a lot of money. It made like 300 million in the first weekend.
Oh, God. Just for curious, just for people curious about how bad it was going to be. Like,
And I mean, you got to think about how much money those kids went to spend on popcorn too.
oh my gosh.
For real, though,
Make it stop.
unsurprising.
I was actually kind of afraid of this, that people would go to see it ironically, and they would think, oh, we got a good movie on our hands, but good God.
Now people are unironically wanting to see it.
I don't know if that many people went to see it unironically, honestly.
I don't want to see it unironically.
I mean, me neither, but you know.
Just like I said, I think most of the people who went to see it probably went to see it ironically, like just to see how bad it was. I just had no.
If you go into that,
like,
if you go
I
into the
remember
movie expecting a train wreck, it's gonna be.
Yeah, the only thing that I've seen that looked like a lot of people in the theater was a bunch of people who literally went in there just to scream and yell when he said chicken jockey and get kicked out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can imagine.
like I saw this video and it was literally like dozens of people and they were literally all just there to scream and yell as soon as he yelled chicken jockey and then get kicked out. Like that was it. You know.
I feel
Yeah, like
bad for the janitors that have to clean that shit up, by the way.
Right? Those poor guys, those poor theater employees that
They do
work
not
there
get
and have
paid
to
enough.
clean all that shit. Yeah. At least it's not.
As a former theater employee, I agree.
Yeah. At least it wasn't like. At least it wasn't the Rocky Horror Picture Show with the subtitles.
I've been to one of those. Those are awesome, though.
Right?
And those people actually clean their shit up.
Right?
Oh man.
Like the showing I went to, there were people at the end of the fucking show that were actually staying behind to help clean.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That's wholesome. No.
Oh my God.
Jump in the realm real quick. I gotta show some shit off.
For fuck's sake.
I know I'm
No,
kind of
no,
a distraction.
No, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about this stupid flower. I was trying to plant this thing, and it's like, no, what? Stop! Damn it! I keep pushing the wrong button. All right.
You put a pot down. Okay, there we go.
All right. Put the dandelion down. Put it there. Put the thing there. Why are you not putting it there?
You need a flower pot.
Right.
Like I literally copied the block with the flower pot. Like it's so annoying. I literally just want to move this block with the flower pot over there. Like, what the actual fuck?
I don't just want to make something over on the overhead of the skies.
I should get rid of this tag.
Oh my gosh. Did you see? Did you guys see that thing I posted from Ask a Ninja?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he's back.
Huh.
Like people were making all kinds of jokes. They're like, yeah, he never left. He just hid for 20 years.
I've been trying to hit for days.
Yeah.
He's just been lurking in the shadows this whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Like like he just randomly showed back up on YouTube like a couple weeks ago and started posting again. Like nothing ever happened. Yeah.
I'd be like that. I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
It did
But
be
like I said,
that.
it's been something like 18 years since his last video or something like that. It's
Real.
crazy.
Yeah, I remember Asking Ninja. That shit's old.
Yeah, but like I said,
That shit's.
he's got new content coming out all of a sudden. And he doesn't look any different. And it was funny because he had this video and he's like, "What year is it?" He's like, "What year isn't it? If you still believe in time, you've got a long way to go. This is the internet. It lasts forever here, except for MySpace photos and you know, he's just." But yeah, no, it's so good. Like I said, he just hasn't missed a frickin' step. It's crazy. No. Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if he hasn't taken a step later either.
Like,
You have been grimaced.
oh man, that one almost
All
crashed my game.
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
Ah.
Did something just spawn on? Oh,
You have been grimaced.
Oh no. Okay, there we go. Stupid flower pot. Stupid dandelion. Okay. Boom. There we go. Just making this place look really nice.
it's a little too small for me to be using.
You should come see the amazing build I made earlier today.
Okay. Give me a bit. I'm working on furnishing this tower over here. Also, what in God's name did you put near my in my golden tower?
Wait, what are you talking about?
I saw those things at the beginning of the stream, and I'm just like, what the fuck is that?
Those weird dog-looking things.
They are weird looking dog things.
Yeah, like, I was just...
Shout out to weird looking dog things.
Yeah,
So what I did was I gave wolves full sets of armor
Uh-huh.
and made the wolves themselves invisible.
Oh.
So it makes them look like weird dinosaur things.
Yeah, okay, so it's invisible wolves then. I didn't think invisible wolves when I saw those. That's crazy.
I know, right?
Okay. They're slightly less horrifying now that I know what they are. All right.
They're living armors.
Yeah, something.
Okay,
That's
I know what I
wild.
want to make now.
Okay.
And just like the color changing dogs, like how we used to have like all those like the red, green,
Mm-hmm.
and orange and shit dogs. Those those wolves will probably eventually get fixed so that the armors don't actually show on them anymore. Which means we're gonna eventually lose those damn things.
As long as
And
they
they'll
stay
still be
invisible.
there. They'll still be there. Like,
Right.
you'll hear them. You just won't be able to see them anymore.
Uh-huh. As long as they stay invisible, like if they don't patch that too. So.
Oh, they can't patch that out. That's an effect. I did that. I just made them permanently invisible.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Do-do-do-do. Making this wall into a storage area is actually really fun. Holy crap. Alright.
Train.
Train.
Hi, Mr. Train.
Train!
Holy shit! You guys can hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got to turn my microphone down.
We're training hard out here, boys.
Yes.
I'm playing Splatoon right now.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
It's not going very well.
Alright, well, splat a couple tunes for me.
I'm trying. They're good.
Good tunes.
Fuck.
Nigh unsplatable. Okay. Yep. Okay, that was fun. That was really fun.
Can we get an
Alright.
L in chat? I just fucking lost.
Oh shit.
I got smoked.
F's in the chat.
Quadruple F's in the chat, ladies and
Me
gentlemen.
and L.
Oh, L's in the chat too? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can't spell the word legendary without the letter L.
Right.
Otherwise, you'll
This
just get
is a fact.
legendary, and that's
Yeah.
not a word.
All right, did I fix
mean-
my my microphone situation?
I mean,
I don't know.
Legendary.
Can you summon Train real quick? We need to test it.
Oh man.
Uh,
Yeah, just do some hardcore training.
Let me just pull up Phantom Train on my spells list real quick.
Okay. Do-do-do-do, oh, sorry.
Nah, I dropped the speaker like 35%. Should be better.
Epic.
Oh. The heck is this? Oh, is this a...
That's a
Box.
chest.
Okay. Okay. I did not understand what it was for a second.
That's a box, dude.
What's in the box?
Now it's in the box.
Random shit, apparently. I don't know.
Don't edge us like this. What's in the box, Hunger?
I checked it already. Here. Let's see. A feather, 2 armadillo scoots, 6 leather, 10 bones, a golden sword, 8 wither roses, a flint and steel, carved pumpkin,
Flint and steel.
yeah, a
Flint
saddle,
and steel.
Oh my god.
a raw
The
chicken,
Minecraft movie reference.
17 arrows, a skulk sensor, an observer, a cauldron, a glow item frame, a chest, there's a chest in there, an egg,
Flint
raw
and
beef,
steel.
gunpowder, pitcher pod, 8 strings, a raw pork chop, a warped button, a white wool, 4 raw buttons, and 13 paintings.
Well,
As a partridge in a pear tree.
it just sounds to me like someone's just random survival chest.
Yeah, there's somebody.
Yeah, why is that in your shulker box?
I don't know why all that's in a shulker box. It's just out here on this balcony for no reason too.
I might have done that.
But you see, I'm putting up a whole bunch of chests out here now, so we can like organize all this shit. Won't that be nice?
Can be like that.
Yes.
Oh crap. Didn't mean to do that. I forgot that they orient based on how you're standing when you place them. Open it. Ah,
Cobblestone house.
actually, I think I'll get rid of this one. Do-do-do.
There, another train. Can you hear it?
Yes,
Nope. I didn't hear it.
I heard it.
Oh, I hear it now.
I hear it right now.
Oh wait, yeah.
God, the trains around here are so fucking loud.
Alright.
Okay, now I hear
Yeah.
it.
Very train.
Much train.
Much train, very loud. But yeah, it's not as loud as earlier, but we can still hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine what the people who live next door to the fucking train tracks hear
Oh, I know.
all the time.
Yeah.
Rent must be real cheap.
It's like a training montage going on 24/7.
But
Yeah.
but
So the
I think
rent
it's-
over there must be very cheap.
I think there's a built-in Discord sound effect for the badumts.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like part of the default soundboard. Yeah. There we go.
Flint and steel.
Alright.
Did you see my painfully obnoxious large
Also a fire alarm.
probably hear that. That's probably also a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hunger. Check out the things I made.
Okay, give me a second. I'm still working on furnishing this tower, but
I'm working on my own thing.
Chests
yeah.
everywhere.
Chests everywhere, chests for days.
Splatting it up in Splatoon 3 for the Nintendo Switch.
Family of systems. Stuffs.
Call this the chest house.
Nice purple storage tower. Damn, that's so cool. Alright. All of the stored things. Oh. There we go. Wow, these guys look cool. They're all kitted out and stuff.
Hmm.
Alright. Just, Oh no. Okay, there is a way up. Here we go. Boop. 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 Oh, jeez. Much things. Very stuff. Alright, let's see here.
What the fuck? Why is that? Why is there Grimace?
It's a thing that they did with with McDonald's in the Minecraft movie.
Ew, McDonald's?
Yeah, because they do the Happy Meal toys for the Minecraft movie.
Ew.
I am Grimace.
Right.
I am Grimace.
Same brain. Same brain. I was just about to say that.
I am Groot.
I am Steve.
Oh man. But yeah.
And no, I did one better. If hunger would come over here,
What? Okay. Jeez.
just a split second.
Man.
I just wanted you to see the giant purple egg I made.
Giant purple egg, huh?
Giant purple egg.
Crazy fucking robot body. Alright, let me... Jeez, hang on.
Also, Easter is next Sunday.
Oh god, is it?
And
Yes, it is.
next Sunday is also April 20th or 420 for all of you epic gamers out there.
Oh my god,
Yep.
isn't it?
And in celebration of it being both Easter and Weed Day, I'm going to eat me some green eggs and ham.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome sauce.
Smoke a fat one inside of a Cadbury cream egg.
God. Jeez.
I'm not hearing anyone disagree with me.
More of a questionable thing, if anything.
Doobie.
Doobie.
We get some doobies in chat.
Doobie doobie doo. What is you? Oh, sorry. Alright.
Weed.
Alright.
Dude, LMAO.
Alright. Let me find a damn exit here. Because Caps won't leave me alone until I go check this out, so it's Alright, here we go. Right. Okay. Free at last. Alright.
I need to give Dennis his name tag.
I need to give Dennis food.
What?
What? We're just a little silly tonight, guys. It's all
Okay.
good.
Alright. Okay, where are we going?
This way.
Alright. Oh my god.
You guys ever think about how the word beacon rhymes with bacon?
Uh-huh. Yeah, there was there were a series of Magic the Gathering cards that were beacons, and like basically once you use them, they would automatically shuffle back into your deck. There was one that gave you that like gained life for you, and it was called Beacon of
Big
Immortality.
ass.
But I always called it Bacon of Immortality.
Yes.
So that is a big Grimace house. That is a thing.
It is
I
Grimace.
I made the Grimace egg
Oh,
in our realm.
jeez.
The Grimace egg.
It's a thing.
It sounds like a cult thing.
It lets you spawn Grimace in your Minecraft realm. You can get it from like, what is it, like a code with your Happy Meal or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought about adding the other ones like the fry hat and shit, but
Alright.
nah. The Grimace egg was the only one I wanted anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. Why isn't this working now? Oh, it is working now.
What?
I made a goofy redstone contraption that wouldn't stop. That'll never stop working.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm finished with that. Now where are you fuckers?
All you gotta do is put a spinning TARDIS in the foreground, and it just works beautifully.
We could put a TARDIS somewhere in the realm. Just have it like. I'd have to make it so that like it's a lot bigger on the inside, but
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Just build a nether portal into it, and then build whatever you need inside the portal.
nether portals, he says.
Yeah.
Right.
You know I can do easier than that, right?
No.
Like
I'm
I
gonna
could
be honest.
literally just have it teleport you to a location, just any
Yeah.
random location, and then just make like a building that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's bigger
Like-
on the inside.
To be frank, though, I actually did not know that. I forgot you guys are in creative mode.
Well, we're creative, and Caps Lock is a programmer, so he can do a lot of stuff that normal people can't do in creative mode.
Yeah.
So,
Like
That's
today,
what I
I
mean.
made chicken jockeys.
alright.
Chicken
I made it.
jockey.
I actually made it so you can ride the damn chicken.
Oh man.
It looks goofy as fuck, and it's kind of like jerry rigged, but hey, I mean, the idea's there.
Once a day, I made a shit post about Mega Man characters saying the Maverick word, and I think it
Yeah.
was really funny.
was that your video?
Yes.
Oh,
Bet.
that was your clip? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was rewatching it earlier, like last night, and then I got to that part because it was the part where Sigma was like betraying them and shit. And he said, Commander Sigma, what are you doing? And I was like, he says that with such fucking urgency. I bet I can do something real funny with that.
Maverick. You can't say that word. That's our word.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Where are you going?
I'm going everywhere.
It reminds me of that Tim Minchin song.
Maverick! Yo, shout out to racism.
Yeah.
Don't take that out of context.
Damn. But Tim Minchin, he writes funny songs and sings them. But basically,
Oh no, I don't want that to be.
he has a song where he starts out and it sounds like he's talking about the N-word, right?
Yeah.
You know, he's like, it's just 6 little letters, you know, it's just like, you know, 2 G's, an I, and an N, and an, you know, like all, you know, like, you know, he's like going on about all this stuff, and and then he gets to the main chorus and he's like, only a ginger can call another ginger ginger.
That's racist.
It's,
As a ginger, I find that incredibly funny.
it's just, it's like, that's our word now.
You fucking ginger.
God.
Oh man. But yeah, no, it's so freaking funny. Like, just because it is actually made up of the exact same letters as the N word. It's just
Yes, it is.
I know.
rearranged. But yeah. But no,
Ginger is a race
masterfully done.
confirmed.
Yeah.
I finished my
Shout out
My
to
giant-
gingers everywhere,
Yeah.
mainly for not having a soul LMAO.
Oh God.
yeah, I finished my giant Taurus.
Nice.
Giant tortoise, you
Nice.
say?
I like tortoises. They're very cool.
Close. I'm more referring to those giant circular ring sort of things.
I like tortoises.
He was saying Taurus, the zodiac sign.
Oh, the
No, I said
bull.
Taurus. No, I'm talking Taurus as in like
Yeah.
Oh, Tauros the Pokemon. Got
a
it.
donut.
Yeah.
I like
I thought you were.
donuts.
No. You mentioned Taurus as in like the zodiac symbol. We already have that zodiac symbol in the sky, right next to all my other zodiac symbols I made.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look,
like
Like,
the
if you
item
could-
from Kid Icarus.
I don't know if Hunger saw like most of them
It's
earlier,
fine,
but
it's fine.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't think of any more Tauros. Can we end this bit?
Alright.
alright, Capricorn, Scorpio. There's Aquarius, Leo.
Capricorn. That's only in the stores in the holidays.
Damn.
Well, too bad. That symbol is there anyways.
No, it's
I'm
candy.
trying to look
Yeah,
back.
I don't think you got the joke.
I got what you were going for. I did. It was great. It's, I watched this old video, and it is Norm Macdonald telling what is possibly the dumbest joke I've ever heard in my life.
My man.
I don't know. He's told some really dumb
He has
jokes
told
that are
some
fucking.
They're
They're awesome though.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Is this joke was like a super long walk for a really lame groaner of a punchline. But it's Norm Macdonald delivering it. And it was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, just
You can say the stupidest joke imaginable as long as you sound funny while telling it,
Right,
and then
yeah.
it's funny.
No, basically like I said, this joke was a super long walk. But basically he starts it out, and he's like, a frog goes into a bank to get a loan.
I know this joke.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Okay, so his frog goes into a bank to get a loan, and the teller is like, I don't know if we should give you a loan. You're a frog, And he's like, oh, he's like, I'm good for it though, And she's like, well, do you have any ID? And he's like, no, but my dad was Mick Jagger. Yeah. And she's like, okay, that's interesting, so then she's like, well, do you have any collateral, and so he holds out this little bitty pink elephant statuette, and at this point in the joke, he mentions that the bank teller has a name tag, and it's Miss Whack, right? So and she's looking at the at this little pink elephant. She's like, well, I better go in and talk to the manager and see if we can do this loan for you with just this much collateral. And and so she goes to talk to the bank manager, and the bank manager is on a first name basis with her, so he calls her Patty, her first name Patty, and
Okay.
he's like, what's going on, Patty? And she's like, well, we got this this little thing that this frog wants to use for collateral to get a loan, and the and she's like, do you know what it is? And it's the bank manager's looking at it, and after a while, he says, it's a knick-knack, paddywhack. Give the frog a loan. His old man's a Rolling Stone.
Oh my god.
Very funny. I feel like that's one of those jokes that can only be really experienced with Norm Macdonald's style of delivery.
Yeah, like his style is a lot slower and more meandering, and there's a lot more giggling going on during the joke. And he's talking about like, Mick Jagger fucked a frog, and
Okay,
But
yeah.
So like I said, it's a super long walk to get there for that punchline. Oh man.
Yeah, he tells a lot of jokes like that, where it's
Yeah.
just.
He has like a 12-minute long moth joke or something.
Yeah, I know the moth joke.
Yeah. Oh man.
How about we just play it on stream?
Oh jeez.
Surely there won't be any copyright shenanigans that go on.
Surely there won't be any negative consequences of reproduction if there's like 4 people reacting to
Reproduction.
Reproductions.
Yeah, copyright reproductions.
I mean, technically.
Yeah.
There will not be any sex going on. Jesus.
Right.
Did I just get teleported here?
Did you?
Sorry, I was looking for stuff to
Did you know?
pixel art of. Did you know?
Did you?
I don't know. Did you?
I did. Did you?
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Vader, did you know? Man. This is crazy. There's so much storage here.
It's basically just infinite storage.
Kind of is, honestly.
It's the chest building.
I invented infinite storage by using a 3-dimensional printer, and you can buy one on my store for the low cost of $700.
Man.
3 easy payments.
And that does not include the 3D printer.
For something infinite, that's pretty good.
That doesn't include the 3D printer or the materials.
Oh. So when you say infinite storage, you just mean like one component of an
Minuscule
infinite
storage.
storage
Yeah.
system. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's maybe not so good for yeah. Just, a finite
Yeah,
amount for something infinite is a really good deal, but
Yeah, you still have to buy the printer and the resin or whatever goes into a 3D printer.
Mm-hmm. So have to buy all the stuff to actually make the infinite storage.
I think it's just plastic filament.
Yeah.
I don't like the resin printers are actually like super fucking expensive.
For now. The ones that make the plastic things used to be
Well, resin epoxy in and of itself. Is already.
This is the USA
expensive.
we're talking about. Everything costs fucking $700 nowadays.
Well, what I'm talking about is that when 3D printing technology first came along, it was a lot more expensive, and as it's become more streamlined and the productions become easier and things like that, it's gotten way cheaper. And so there's all kinds of people with 3D printers now that didn't used to have them. So
yeah, that's just the way technology works.
Right. So that's what I'm saying is that the resin printers are really expensive for now, but another 10, 20 years, they might become as a lot more superfluous.
It's-
a lot more.
Well, I know, but it's the actual like resin epoxy itself that's the expensive part. It's not
Right.
the printer or the printer or the way to make it. That's
Right.
the issue.
Right. Well, here's the thing, though. When you talk about components like that being expensive, right? What ends up happening is, like, let's say you have one company making a product that people use for 3D printing something. Like resin epoxy 3D printing, right? There's one company making that, and they sell it for whatever they want because they're the only ones making it. And there's not that much of it because it's rare and hard to make. It gets easier to make over time as technology improves, and then other companies start getting in the market, going, oh, we can make that, and then the prices start to come down. That's so it's the same type of thing where right now it's expensive, but like later on maybe not. So.
I mean, honestly, I'd like to have like an easier way to work with resin epoxy because like
Gecko 12. Sorry.
Like if you've ever actually like worked with it and stuff, it's not the easiest.
Yeah,
like,
no, there's a lot of like I see a lot of craft videos where they're crafting with resin, epoxy resin and stuff, and yeah, it's
yeah, it's not the easiest to work with.
Not the easiest tool to work with, and but yeah, I see people making like wood turning and art projects and stuff with it all the time. Hey, Dalvor's here. Hi.
Hey, Dalvor.
We're just Steving it up in the Minecraft universe.
Yeah, that's all.
I am Steve.
This is canon.
More marked shinies today. Nice.
Now, you know what's crazy though is I get back like 30 blocks or so, and all these fucking chests just disappear.
Oh,
and I get
on the tower.
Yeah, and I get close and they just reappear like it's like a magic picture or something.
Yep.
Like, holy shit, where did all these chests come from?
Right.
I think I know what else I'm gonna make, though.
Maybe I should spawn some mimics to patrol the tower.
Now I'm playing Mega
Where's
Man
my-
X.
There's my
All the
torn
shit
open.
goes like
There's my
Mega
torn
Man
open
movie.
trunk.
Alright.
I'm cooking up another one of those, by the way. It's just those things take time, unironically.
Right. Well, yeah, when I did that video that was making fun of the Ninja infomercial, that took hours to edit together.
Oh my
It
God,
was
where
like a
is
3-minute
everything?
video?
Okay.
But yeah, so I get that. PvP mono electric, nice.
Imagine being the guy that in the real world would have to climb a ladder like this.
Oh, I know.
Sisyphus. I mean, what?
Make a PvP mono electric low cup team.
Shout out to Sisyphus.
Like if all those bins in the Lego store were real.
Well, most of them are. It's just the ones at the top that they don't
That's what I'm
actually
saying,
look like.
that's what I'm talking about. The ones at the top just have like pictures of Legos in them, and they're not actually full of anything, so they don't have to climb a ladder to get up there.
Yeah. Or the kids don't climb on those shelves because they will. Kids are crazy like that.
Yeah.
They care not for their own safety until they get hurt.
Right.
The top shelves are where they keep all the best bricks.
Right.
Grillo?
Top shelf bricks.
Yes, Solus, that's where they keep all of them. Go climb up there.
Why don't you go climb up it?
I have.
Oh, yeah?
He's like,
What
I've
was
been
it
to
like?
the promised land.
It's not that exciting up there.
Oh, okay.
Let us not go to Camelot. It is a silly place.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. So you haven't made the electric team yet. You're still thinking about stuff to put on it.
Can you put Mareep on that team?
Oh man.
Well, I don't condone the people using Murkrow. That thing's too overpowered.
Oh, we're using Murkrow
Well-
little cup.
Yeah.
Well, Murkrow's not an electric type, so I don't think you have to worry about that.
I'm one of those people who
Yeah,
who hate to use Murkrow in those kinds of teams.
No, he was saying that he could figure a LC team for PvP. How he was talking about Murkrow Swagger and fast foul play, and then mono electric little cup is. He said, but he was saying that that's a lot easier than building like a little cup team with mono electric.
Okay, sure. There's plenty to use from. I don't see what the problem is.
Solus, what's with the weird ass eyeball in the sky?
Oh, I made that. I literally just made that.
What is it?
Eyeball.
Just an eye.
It's just an eye.
Just an eyeball.
I demand information and lore.
Said the eye.
I was bored on what sprite to make, so I made that. Oh. I want to go over the Nether.
The Nether.
Our nether's all fucked up now.
Is it?
It is.
Let me go have a look-see.
Is it filled with chicken jockeys?
Chicken jockey. Sorry.
Maybe.
Wait for it.
It's filled with chicken jerky.
Building terrain. What happened here?
Chicken jerky.
Oh, it's literally just ice.
It froze over.
Yeah, I literally froze over hell.
Yeah.
Bro,
Dang.
this is crazy.
I mean, that is biblically accurate, I think. I think some Bibles say that hell's basically just a frozen wasteland.
But no, that's what I was saying. That's what I meant, though, when I was saying, like, yeah, it's all kind of fucked up now.
I see what you means by this. However, that's not going to stop me from making another thing.
Why are Bibles different? Why am I just now realizing this? Should I be questioning this?
So the thing is, over the years,
Well, do me a favor, Solus, and try not to make another end portal when you escape. Either, like, come back to this one.
I know.
okay. Anyway, so the thing with the Bibles, right? The original Bible, the Old Testament was written in Hebrew, and we have a very old version of that, the Dead Sea Scrolls, that we can refer back to if we need to make any adjustments or whatever. Like, if we need to print a new one, we still have the oldest surviving version of that Bible to refer back to make changes, right?
Yeah.
So, so basically the Christian Bible, the New Testament, wasn't actually written down anywhere until 500 years later, after the death of Jesus, basically. So it's around 500 years after Jesus died. The Roman one of the Roman emperors, I think it was Octavius, decided that
The dude from Spider-Man?
Yeah, no, not that one. But anyway, but he decided that the Christian Bible might be useful in ruling his empire, and so he decided to have it written down and translated into Greek. So he basically forced the leaders of all of the Christian temples to gather together in one spot, along with along with some of his scholars, and they basically decided which books of their Bible were going to be written down and compiled into the new Bible, like the Christian, the New Testament. So that's what they did. They sat there and they wrote everything down in Greek. It was still never written in Hebrew. They just wrote it down in Greek. And the thing is, the Christians at that time were using oral tradition to keep the thing, and a lot of people think that that's not that accurate. But the thing is, these were stories that everybody knew, right? So you get a big group of people together, and they're telling the story to new people around like a campfire or something. And if they say one wrong thing, there's like 15 people around to correct them. So the oral traditions were actually pretty accurate. What happened is that after it was written down in Greek, they then sent a copy of that work into Europe. And basically, at that point, there wasn't printing yet, so the copies were spread by transcription, meaning you had to have somebody with a blank book sit down and copy out every single fucking word. And during that time, which lasted about 1,000 years, where the Bible was being transcribed over and over again, people added shit, people removed shit, people changed words, so every copy of the Bible in Europe at the time, for a while, was unique.
Was personalized.
Yeah, they're literally
every copy of the Bible.
Yeah,
personalized.
like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, But anyway, so
we were talking about Mario 64.
Yeah.
So anyway, so in the around the 1500s, King James of England was getting upset at the church because of how much influence it had over politics and whatnot. And basically one of his main gripes was that the only people who could read the Bible were scholars who understood Greek. It's one of the reasons that the phrase "it's all Greek to me" exists, is because people were familiar with hard to understand Greek phrases because of Bibles, and the people who read them. So basically, in church services at the time, you would have a priest who would read sections of the Bible in Greek and then explain what he thought they meant. So there was a lot of, quote unquote interpretation. So King James thought to weaken the church's power by having his scholars make an official English version of the Bible that was the most accurate translation that they could come up with, and then that way people would be able to read the Bible for themselves.
I will say though that King James, his big issue was that a lot of his were more poetic. Like a lot of his translations were more poetic in nature than they were more direct translation.
Right, because the thing is, he got the best scholars he could find to do the translation, but the thing is, they decided to translate it in Old English because they felt it sounded more authoritative that way. and a lot of the people who were working on it were in like the entertainment, because basically these were people that he had on hand, the people that he was the patron of. People, there are scholars who think that William Shakespeare was probably amongst the people who worked on translating the Bible, because A, it's written like something he would write, and B, he would have been alive at the time and he understood Greek, you know. So
I don't know why the idea of Shakespeare writing the Bible's really funny to me.
Yeah, so he would have so a lot of the poetry that you see in like Psalms and things like that, a lot of people think that just came right out of Shakespeare himself. Like like at least some of it. So anyway, so like yeah, these were people that he had, like people that he had in his employ at the time that could do the work. So he was just getting, and the software closed. Great. So like basically he got anybody he could to help translate this thing, and so the King James version was accurate for what it was, but keep in mind that this was translated from Hebrew that wasn't even written down, and Hebrew is difficult to comprehend even for people who know how to speak Hebrew. Okay, like there's a lot of different verb cognitions and whatnot that go on in Hebrew. And then on top of that, it was translated into Greek and then translated from Greek to English. If you've ever like plugged something into Google Translate and translated into one language and then another one and then another one, it gets worse as it goes. Like so.
Yeah. And this is done by humans.
Yes, this was done by humans, not AI, and each one's going to have their own different interpretations of things. So, and there were actually some intentional mistranslations in there in places where something wasn't translated in the very best context it could possibly be, for one reason or another. So yeah, you wind up with a bunch of stuff that isn't necessarily accurate. And so in the modern day, we have biblical scholars that can look back and say, okay, well, we're going to look at these oldest versions of the Bible and we're going to do our own translations. And so that's why there's a bunch of different Bibles today, is because the King James version wasn't perfect, and it was just the best that they could do at the time. And today we have a lot more tools at our disposal to do more accurate translations of what the biblical text originally said. And so there's a lot of different Bibles out there that have like plain language versions and versions that are supposed to be truer to the originals and things like that. So yeah.
I want the version translated to Pig Latin.
Pig Latin. But yeah. So again, there's a biblical scholar named Bart Ehrman who wrote a book called Misquoting Jesus, and it talks about a lot, the 1,000-year telephone game that was played with Bibles as they were being spread through Europe, and how how certain things just got added into the Bible at some points, and the type of damage that causes, so anyway, but yeah, it's a fascinating subject, because there's a lot of history behind it, but yeah, so there's a ton of different versions of the Bible today because of things like that. So and then of course there's the versions of the Bible like the Book of Mormon where they just add like whole extra books to it.
I mean, in fairness though, like the actual Bible itself, though, a lot of those books that were omitted from the Bible were chosen so by committee.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's one of those things where knowing the origin of how the Bible was made in the first place, the New Testament Bible that we're currently dealing with, it's really interesting to read how they treat Romans in it. Because
the Dead Sea Scrolls had like 3 or 4, I forget how many, like extra fucking like books.
Yeah.
That they just didn't add.
Yeah. So the Dead Sea Scrolls have a lot of stuff that is because the Dead Sea Scrolls is only the New Testament, right? It doesn't have not only the only the Old Testament, excuse me, not the New Testament. And so the Dead Sea Scrolls is the oldest known version of the Old Testament, but unfortunately it's not complete. Like, even though it has some extra stuff in it, there's also a bunch of stuff that's been worn away or damaged by the passage of time and is just not there anymore. But
Which makes sense.
But for biblical scholars, it's a real font of information, especially when it comes to translation, because they can look at the original form, because again, when that written material was spread in because the Old Testament is written in Hebrew, and when that information was spread, it was of course written down, but sometimes people would deliberately mistranslate or change a word to be to fall more in line with the current belief system. So, like, I was watching a video the other day, and it's a biblical scholar, and he was talking about the inclusion of stuff about other gods in the Bible, and they mentioned briefly in a couple of places in the King James version, other gods, like thou shalt not have any gods before me, in the Ten Commandments, that sort of thing. But they don't really go into it, because the thing is, and I think one of the reasons for that is because when it was first written down, everybody knew the lore behind where the Christian where that God came from, right? So they didn't need to know, oh, he was the son of El and in such and such a pantheon, because everybody knew that anyway, so nobody wrote that down.
Son of El. I'm sure there's an anime fan out there who can take that out of context.
Yeah. But, L spelled EL in this case, but anyway, but basically they had like a whole pantheon going on, that the God that is now the sole Christian deity was a part of, and so he was originally part of a pantheon, and he was like, I think he was a god of like blacksmithing and some other things, so but and now he is the primary and sole creator god that created everything, so it's interesting, that you have records of the same deity in these archaic pantheon religions, because we think of the Christian system as being monotheistic, but again, it was something where there are passages in the Old Testament that acknowledge the existence of other gods and even of El and things like that, but over time, newer versions of the Bible twist the words around to mean something a little different, so that they're not referring to other gods anymore. Because by that time they had fully transitioned into monotheism, and they didn't want to even bring up those other gods anymore. So largely those stories had been forgotten. So again they didn't want to dredge them up anymore. So, but yeah, it's interesting, because in the book of Genesis in the Old Testament, it's in the beginning God created the all this stuff, and it doesn't really mention where God came from, like, whereas in most other things, oh yeah, this Zeus was born from Cronus after
yeah, they go heavy into the fucking,
they go heavy into the lore on where their gods came from, and they're always from another god. Like, they always say, this god begat that god, and that god begat, like, so,
I wonder what happens if I play these sound effects all at once.
Oh gosh.
I'm Jockey. I'm Steve.
Flint and Jockey. Flint and Jockey.
Flint and Jockey.
Man. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, it's something that you know. Ah.
I think the best one I've seen was somebody circled.
I wish all these
somebody
fucking
circled a quote from a text that said, "She can jerk me."
Oh no! Damn.
I wish all these goddamn Malgasha HP bars would go away.
HP bars.
You know, it's funny. We were talking about the Bible, and then I decided to boot up Kirby Fighters 2.
Kirby Fighters 2, what a go-to game.
Very, very biblical.
Yeah, totally.
Amen.
Oh my god. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but there it is.
Poyo, 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 poyo.
Yeah, you probably won't be able to see from that distance. It's...
And then the Lord said, fight Shadow Kirby at max level. It'll be fun.
Right.
I made a thing in the nether.
Nice.
The nether. Can we get the nether on the soundboard?
Oh, man.
I'll look for it.
Excellent.
This is what I waste my time on.
On soundboards? Yeah.
They're funny, though. Like this one.
Flint and steel.
See? It worked.
Oh, man.
Wait, what am I looking for?
The nether.
Where the hell am I going? That's not the right way.
I think that was in like one of the promos. It probably wouldn't be hard to find.
It's right after he says flint and steel.
Now, where's the way out of here?
Why is that one the first one that pops up?
No, that's not the way out. I might be lost.
Why? Why are all the instant soundboard ones? They keep repeating the nether over and over again, just making it faster each time.
Oh, jeez.
It's funny. The nether, the nether, the nether, the nether. That's not what I sound like.
Oh, I think I might regret being here.
My voice is too low to get a pitch that high.
Oh, no.
Where's the portal out of here?
I mean, I don't know if
It is.
you know, I don't know if you've seen the
This is not.
the video.
This isn't for debate hunger.
No,
This is not for debate hunger.
I don't know if you've seen the video of DX messing with Mr. McMahon, but they basically, like, he was talking on the mic and they got into this the truck, like that controls like all the deals, and they pitch shifted him to sound like really high pitched, like a freaking like one of the chipmunks or something, you know. And then with that super high pitched squeaky voice, he's like, "You all think this is funny?" It's fucking mental. Damn it.
Chicken jockey.
I just got booted out of the game again. God damn it.
How do I get out of here?
Oh my
Minecraft.
gosh.
Here, I'll teleport. I'll get in the game, and then I'll teleport you to me. Because you're still stuck in the end, aren't you?
Nether.
The nether.
The nether.
The neither.
Yeah, neither of you are being helpful.
This is
The neither.
This is why we don't go to the nether.
Whatever. I
nether.
sacrificed my sanity just to make this. I don't care.
Like
It makes
the end is
sense
fine. Like
it makes sense for this piece of work to be here rather than out there.
like going to the end is fine in our realm because like there's a definite start point. But like you go into the end or you go into the nether and it's like
The
the coordinates are all fucking goofy, and like none of the portals work. Like for some reason, like I can't figure out why. Like I'm dead
The
fucking
truth is,
serious. I have
I'll
no
be more
idea
than
why the
willing-
portals don't work there.
Mhm.
The telelanterns work.
Mhm.
We'll put a telelantern somewhere. You know what? Never mind. You don't have to do that.
Flint and steel.
Yeah.
Teleport. Who? Burning souls. Where? Caps Lockamus.
All right.
Welcome
here we
home.
Yo, Hunger,
Let's
why does your
see.
Minecraft look so different?
I don't know what they did to the UI on this. Like
Wait, they fuck up the UI on the
look at my stream. Like this is the second time I got kicked out. This is what the UI looks like now.
Oh yeah, they switched it on the fucking on the PC too, and it does look goofy.
Yeah. Okay, I
Like
posted.
I don't like this one.
I
Like I don't like the way.
video of DX screwing with Vince's mic on the on the stream team.
Yeah, I don't like the way they made the new UI look because it. I don't know. It just makes your realm seem like it's like I only had to press like 2 fucking buttons to get in your realm before, and now I've got to go through like a bunch of.
like a bunch of steps to get to my realm. It's annoying. Like, it's like just put it
I
back
don't
the
have
way it
that kind
was.
of UI though.
I don't know.
It must have been a recent update,
Yeah.
but that's kind of the thing with Minecraft is it's slow to roll out its fucking updates across the fucking world. So like some people will get like an update for the fucking game like a week before other fucking people even have it.
Right.
It's so fucking stupid.
But yeah,
Like even on the same fucking consoles sometimes, like some people will be working with different fucking versions for no reason at all.
yeah.
Why is everything so foggy?
But
Why is
that
everything so foggy?
That clip of them messing with Vince's mic is freaking hilarious. It's just-
Whatever. I'm just gonna exit.
Take a picture. Like take a screenshot and I'll see what it's doing.
No, it'll probably clear itself eventually. It's just that things are having trouble loading in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like when I leave a place that already loaded in, it just has trouble loading back in again. That's all it is.
Hey, Siege is here.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Siege.
Hello.
Oh. Whatever. I took
Under his
I took that
chesting up his
screenshot.
realm.
Yeah.
His whole castle will be chests.
Maybe not the whole castle.
Only this one. Because nobody wants to go to the Nether to see it.
The Nether.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm pretty sure at least this whole fucking tower is going to be chests.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm definitely gonna put a lot of chests here.
The chests.
The UI.
Ender Pearl. I still have not seen an actual like an edit video anybody's done where it's the whole Minecraft movie start to finish, but it's just Jack Black saying the quotes from the game, like just saying the items from the game.
Oh man.
Like I've seen a few of them that they get close, but they use the like trailer footage,
Yeah.
and that's all they use.
Right.
And I'm like, well, that's neat, but you know, he does it a lot more in the
Right.
fucking
Right. The
in the
reason they're
movie.
using the trailer is so that they don't actually have to go and see and spend money to see the movie. I'm sure as the movie becomes more widely available, like when it like releases on home video or streaming, then there'll be more people that are doing those types of edits.
Well, I think what it is right now they have to choose between the they have to choose between the version of the movie that's like completely unfinished, or
Right.
the version that's got like the fucking like Indian gambling fucking websites like plastered all over them.
Right. Like I said, that
So it's like
yeah.
those are your choices, those are your options.
Right. That's what I'm saying. As it becomes more readily available, I'm sure that'll change. But yeah.
Okay.
When the fuck did we make a sky pyramid?
So they're
Sky
choosing between
pyramid?
seeing the movie and eating. Yeah. True
Eat.
facts. True facts.
Honestly, if you're gonna choose between seeing the Minecraft movie and eat, choose eating.
Right. I like eating. Eating's better.
As do I. I ate earlier.
As do I, Lord Frieza. Oh man.
Oh, whatever.
Earlier, I had a chicken sandwich. It was pretty tasty.
Right.
Was it a lava chicken sandwich?
Well, close. It wasn't. It wasn't real. I ordered it spicy, but it really wasn't that spicy.
Man. Okay, there we go.
I made a lot of stupid shit in this realm, but I think the Grimace egg fucking tops it all.
God. It's like, yes, that is the legacy of this thing. Stupidest thing I've built in the realm. Oh, man.
The actual city itself is coming along nicely, though.
Right.
Pink house.
It's time to kick ass and chew on grass, and I'm on a grass.
It's time to kick gum and chew ass. And I'm all out of ass.
Alright. Alright. There we go. Oh, man. Alright.
Don't you bat me. Take this sheep.
July. Don't you lie to me. You ever caught that joke in the Lord Slug abridged video?
No.
When it's snowing and he
Yeah.
says, Don't
Yeah.
you lie to
Oh.
me, it's snowing.
Right.
It's a very clever joke
Yeah.
that a lot of people miss.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's July! Don't you lie to me! It's snowing. It's because I'm freezing your planet!
Mook.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Let's get.
Guys, I don't want to alarm you, but Minecraft.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of explosions in my ears. There we go.
Explosions in Minecraft?
Yeah, is that what's gonna happen when you guys are all done with the realm? You're just gonna blow it the fuck up?
God, no.
Okay.
Fuck no. After all the years
You say done with the realm.
I don't know.
Uh,
It happens more often than you think it does when people just stop playing Minecraft.
ah!
Yeah, but we've been building shit on this realm for like literal years.
They won't let me stop.
I mean, he's right, you know.
I know I'm right.
But no, it's that, like, what was it? Fuck. The other day, excuse me. I want to say, it was Hugo. Said something about, he was like, well, why don't you guys start a new world? Like, start fresh. And it's like, do I really want to start over when, like, I literally learned how to use use commands on this realm?
Right.
Like, it has memories.
Right.
Understandable.
Besides, like, there's still builds here from when Hunger first opened this up, and he had everybody here. Like, and he was just letting, like, anybody in. Like, we still have builds from those people.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think I'm ever gonna want to get rid of them because it's just part of it. Like, it's kind of like the neat little memory. Like, that's why I rebuilt, Rudolphin's tower and all that, because even though he blew that shit up, it was like memory of it.
Yeah. Well,
like, it was kind of the,
yeah. And it's funny too because
like, I don't want to lose.
At the time, if we had thought about it, we could have just reset the realm back to the way it was before all that got.
Yeah, and the more I thought about it, like, over the years, it was like, yeah, we probably could have just done that. But it's like,
at the time, we weren't used to having to.
We were really
like.
Yeah, we were really newbies.
Right.
Like, we were really new to Minecraft back when because I believe that was like your first time really playing
Yeah,
on a realm, wasn't
played
it?
a lot of Minecraft at that point. I had bought like a PC version for my laptop, which wasn't running well, like, so I didn't really get to play a lot.
Yeah, and I never really played it much either. Like, I knew a couple things with like making like redstone bridges and shit like that, but that was like it. But I never really played the game that extensively until I jumped in the realm.
Yeah. Boop.
I still want to submit this realm one day to IBX Toy Cat for realm review.
Yeah, I feel like
well, check this shit out.
I feel like they'll be blown away at that point. Like,
yeah, honestly. No.
All the construction and whatnot goes on in here.
Oh, that was cool. I flew into this tree, and somehow all the vines actually caught me and kept me from like
dying.
Well, from moving, actually. Like, it just kind of stopped me in place and dropped me. That wasn't nice. It just dropped me now. That wasn't cool. Not cool, tree.
Not cool, tree.
Not cool, tree.
Yeah.
That's just Kirby on the average Tuesday.
What kind of tree is that? It's a not cool tree.
There's something funny about people talking to trees that just makes me really laugh.
Watch out for that tree. George of the jungle.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Ah.
Who? Yeah, the light stick doesn't work anymore. The fucking they redid how the command things work now.
Those bastards. The absolute bloody villains. Stop ruining our realm.
Right.
That's my job. No, I'm just
My job.
no, you generally make things that that improve the realm and make it more fun to be in. But yeah,
And all I do is ever make pixel art.
pixel art's fun. I make pixel art occasionally.
Yeah.
It's fun to build.
See, whenever I play Minecraft, I always start a survival world that lasts like 3 days, and then I just stop playing forever. And then I rinse and repeat for every month of the year.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the Clover guys were talking about starting up a Minecraft server. This will be like their 4th or 5th fucking time starting one up. And oh shit, my bad. Oh, I teleported you, my bad. I was trying to light the area up and I teleported.
Amazing.
I don't know why it put that
field would
higher in
confuse-
the priority, but
Yeah, that field would confuse his light spell for teleportation magic.
but yeah, they wanted to start a realm up and everything, and they were like, well, why do we? I told them I was, I'm like, I just had a chicken jockeys in Bedrock on my realm.
Caps, you
They're
gave
like-
Siege wings? I want some wings.
But they asked, they're like, why don't you play on Java? And I'm like, well, for starters, I like playing with my friends, like, easily. I like changing my skins on the fly easily, and I like using a controller easily.
Right.
Really, that's.
I mean, and those are pretty simple asks, I feel.
Yeah.
I was gonna say controller. You
But-
never really hear the controller argument for Minecraft. I always hear the best way to play Minecraft is with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
At least
No, I'm sorry. I don't like fucking using a mouse and keyboard to play fucking games. It just does not appeal to me. I do not
Fair.
like having carpal tunnel. like those people can enjoy having all the fucking carpal tunnel they want, but I actually like using my wrists.
Right.
when it comes, because like, don't get me wrong, I love controllers too, but when it comes to specifically first-person games, I try to stick to mouse and keyboard just because it's so easy to move around with mouse and keyboard as opposed to a controller.
Why do you think I played Binding of Isaac on a controller instead of a keyboard? That shit, the keyboard.
Edmund McMillan himself suggests using a controller to play his games.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
Meanwhile, I have some friends who only play on keyboards. I don't understand how they can handle it.
Some people just have an easier time with keyboard because they started gaming on PCs, but like I feel like some of those people are just unnecessarily torturing themselves.
Yeah,
with certain games, not every.
like I get it. I get it. But this is Minecraft.
Right.
Look at this fucking game. It is the most simple fucking basic ass game on earth. And the Java edition doesn't even offer controller as an option.
Yeah, right. Oh.
And I play Mega Man 8-bit Deathmatch with mouse and keyboard.
Like it wouldn't bother me as much if the option were actually there.
Yeah.
Also, play Mega Man 8-bit Deathmatch. It's very, very good.
Excuse me.
Oh. added some very satisfying storage. Lots of treasure
But it's
chests.
just I also hear it's like more often than not.
Oh
it's
yeah,
just
the
I hear
Switch
about,
2.
like,
I forgot the Switch 2 has mouse controls.
Right?
That'll be interesting.
I wonder if if Minecraft for the Switch 2 will have the mouse controls as a thing.
I wonder if there will be a Pokemon that evolves using the mouse
Oh
controls.
my god!
Oh my god.
Now that you say
know,
it, it's gonna fucking
you
happen.
know.
Like,
You just jinxed
I
it,
will-
man. You just jinxed it.
What if-
It's
what if-
To be
gonna
fair, I
happen.
jinxed a lot of things.
what if it's a regional Pikachu evolution, like like a new regional Raichu or something, because
Stop it! Stop it! We're not giving stop giving these guys ideas.
Don't give them ideas, please stop.
Yeah.
Give Porygon 2 a split evolution that evolves with the mouse, and it just turns into a fucking computer.
No, like it turns into it turns into a mouse. Get it? Like like it's just. Oh man. Oh man.
There's going to be a Pokemon that evolves using the mouse controls, and there's going to be a new Pokemon that's built out of Legos. That's going to be Generation 10.
Jeez.
For the love of God, stop talking.
No.
I would rather not cook up something horrible.
I'm Steve.
Oh man.
And also the water type starter is going to be a platypus.
So I heard a rumor about why they haven't done any new EVs, and it makes a lot of sense. And that rumor and that reason being that too many fans have already done it. So
I mean,
Yeah, every time they try to come up with a new idea, one of the fans have already made it in that
right.
design.
Yeah,
it's not a
exactly.
rumor. That was in the Terra leak.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically the thing is, so many fans have come up with their own fan generated stuff that they won't make the new they won't make EVs in any other type because if they do, they're going to run into the problem of a fan's already come up with that idea and that name or that design or something similar to it. So it's
Well,
so they're just not going to do it.
Congratulations, people who made fan-made EVs. You blame you blame yourself for what Game Freak.
Oh no. I mean, yeah, they can blame themselves. They can blame themselves, but at the same time, Nintendo also have themselves to blame for taking so goddamn long for them.
Yeah, if they had just gotten on that shit before the internet happened,
Because the internet ruins everything.
So they had
the internet even ruined Typhlosion.
They actually did have time. I'm sorry, they did have time there to.
That one I will give to the internet. The internet ruined Typhlosion. Game Freak did not ruin Typhlosion. It was entirely the internet that did that.
I mean,
for real though.
I mean, that lore came from somewhere.
And it was also never meant to be viewed in the public eyes. Right, nobody had to know about it.
Right. Because somebody at Game Freak consciously made the decision and looked at that and said, "This kind of ruins that Pokemon. Let's not share this."
Yes.
Yeah. That was what they were. I mean, yeah, the fans did that to themselves.
Right. The internet people. I mean, you say that, but are people on the internet really people? No, I'm just kidding.
97% of people on the internet do not exist. That's how it works.
There's a lot of just like Russian bots and inhuman husks of people that just like shells of people full of donuts and regret.
I heard donuts. Can I have donut?
Donuts are delicious, huh?
I want a donut.
Right.
Hand now.
That's right over here.
Right.
Oh hell yeah! Let me get some of
that. Just fly over here.
I
got you.
All the way to Ohio.
I have a donut shop behind my house.
Dude!
I got them Hostess mini crunch donuts right now.
I have to just exit my front door, turn, walk to the side of my house, turn again, walk until I get to the strip mall behind my house, turn again, walk till I get to the donut shop. Like it's right there. Like
Man, the only thing that's behind my house is a Walmart, and I'd rather not go there.
there's also a Mexican place there now too. Like
Oh shit, lucky!
there used to be a pizza place back there, but they went out of business.
Damn,
But,
Hunger, you're just bragging at this point, man.
yeah, no, it's you know,
Dude, yeah, I'm legit envious.
yeah, like, you know, if I had tons and tons of money to eat out all the time, I'd be there all the time. It's just, you know, but yeah, food.
I have a McDonald's that's like a block away,
Yeah,
and the Little Caesars is like across the street. But
Yeah.
that's it. That's literally it. That's the entirety of like places I can eat at.
Little Caesars being nearby is not bad. You know, if I had a Little Caesars behind my house, I'd have it made. I go there.
I
all the
also
freaking
have a
time.
Little Caesars like a mile away from my house.
Yeah.
I just drive there and it takes like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I have one up kind of up the street from where I'm at. Like it's it takes maybe 2-3 minutes to get there, depending on traffic because it's the main street.
Yeah.
So like, but yeah, it's pretty great.
Because yeah, otherwise it's like I gotta go. I think it's like a mile and a half to the subway is the next nearest place, and it's like
Yeah.
because I'm not going to fucking. I don't really care for Burger King,
Right.
And Wendy's is too far out of town.
Yeah.
Well, too far on the edge of town, I should say.
The closest Wendy's to me is actually closer than the closest Little Caesars. So. And there's also a Dairy Queen!
Man, I want some Dairy Queen.
I used to go there every day for fucking lunch.
Oh, man.
This is an alcoholic soda.
Right? Oh, man.
Implying any of us are alcoholics here.
We're having a fantastic time in this stream. You know, and the funny thing is, Siege missed the biblical discussion earlier. So, yeah.
Yes, Siege, you missed our Bible lessons.
Yeah.
Yes, the biblical lessons.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll have to go back and check the stream out for.
So within the mile of my house, where it takes like 2 minutes, there's a Little Caesars, a Subway, a Jack in the Box, a Papa Murphy's, and a Domino's.
Oh, nice.
I'm sorry about the Jack in the Box.
It really depends on the day, to be honest. Because like sometimes they're good, sometimes they aren't.
It depends on like honestly, a lot of the time with fast food, it depends on literally who's working there. Like because there could be employees there that are just kind of phoning it in that don't really care. They get your order wrong and all this, or there could be employees that are actually doing their freaking jobs and are good at it. That give you amazing food. So it really kind of depends on the staff a lot of the time. You said, you said it depends on the day. Well, the day could be just so and so's off that day, so it's gonna be shit food for you.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it really does depend on a lot of factors. But yeah.
Also, Papa Murphy's is good. I love Papa Murphy's.
Papa Murphy's is nice. It's the take and bake place, right?
Yes.
They make the pizza. You bring it. They like do the
they
do
make
the hard part
pizza
with the
raw.
They do the hard part with the dough and the yeast and everything, and then they put it in a thing, and you take it home and bake it in your oven.
Yes.
So.
I've never had a bad experience at Papa Murphy's.
Yeah.
I've been going there for like 20 years.
And half the time, if you do have a bad experience, it was kind of your fault.
Yeah.
I burned my pizza. Well, that's on you.
No,
like...
I want to say the worst experience I've ever had with Papa Murphy's is I bit into it too quickly and burned the roof of my mouth.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Siege, did you notice what I posted in general?
I wish I went to Papa Murphy's, to be honest. It sounds like an amazing place.
It is. It really is.
Jeez. The yeah.
There's that train again.
Yeah.
No, this is a new train.
That's a new.
There are lots of trains.
That's not the,
Hi, new train.
that's not the old train.
No, that one's long gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's so gone that it's 6 feet under.
Holy shit, was that Mega Man X from hit television video game Mega Man X?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Have you not seen that?
No, that's Zelda. Hang on. No, that's not X. That's Zelda.
That was well, that was Ophelia from Final Fantasy Tactics. But yeah, this is
Hi, X.
And that's Chameleon guy.
Yeah. After almost 20 years of being incognito, he's finally resurfaced and started posting again.
Yeah.
So,
No, that was from one of the ship hosts. That was just
yeah.
Sting Chameleon says
18
something
years
and then
ago,
X says stick.
After 18 years, apparently.
Yeah, like I said, he's been gone for almost 20 years, and and people are making jokes in the comments. They're like, he wasn't ever really gone. He was just hiding. He's just stealthily moving through the shadows.
I would kill for a really good X9 game.
All right.
Absolute murder.
Right.
For an X9 that's actually like really, really good.
Yeah.
I wish I could learn to enjoy Mega Man games. I've only ever played the ones on like the GV.
But yeah, I sat there and painstakingly, made this X's Sting Chameleon, and gosh, it looks so cool now. But like, while I was making it, it was just like just the amount of detail that goes into.
I love Sting Chameleon. He's unironically a cool robot.
Yeah. Yeah, and I picked him for the pixel art too. So it's just
My favorite part about Sting Chameleon is that when you beat him, you get the Chameleon Sting weapon.
Yeah. Just his weapon is just his name, but flipped around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Hey, that's
yeah.
Kirby.
Yeah, the
What's Kirby doing up there? Hi, Kirby.
He ate their power meters and he's flying off.
Hi, I'm Kirby.
But yeah, just, that Kerbo, like it's deceptively huge. Like
yeah. I was actually at the mall today, and I saw out of the corner of my eye. You guys played Forgotten Land, Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
No.
So in Kirby and the Forgotten Land, all the recent Kirby games have like collectibles and stuff that are just like random RNG bullshit.
Yeah.
It's arbitrary for 100%, but in Kirby and the Forgotten Land, they have the collectibles are called gotcha capsules. Spelled gotcha. Yeah. And
I was literally just about to ask Hung or something, but
go ahead, I can wait.
When are you ever gonna play a Kirby game on stream?
Oh man. I mean, I haven't had a Kirby game to play since I did
Since
the
Superstar,
Like
yeah.
Kirby's Adventure.
Yeah, but
Kirby Adventure's like, yeah.
I do have some other Kirby games. I just have to figure out, like, because I know I have one on. I'm pretty sure I have one on the GBA.
I was gonna say, if I get paid, do you want me to buy you Forgotten Land?
Oh man, that'd be kind of cool. Like,
I'm not gonna buy you the DLC or
Okay.
Switch 2, but I will buy you Forgotten Land.
yeah, Siege says I have Forgotten Land. Just ask and I can loan it out. So I might be able to just borrow a copy.
Good. I didn't really want to spend $60.
It's okay. It's understandable.
Well, while we're asking you to buy games to play, will you buy Mirrored Soul?
At some point,
a Steam only game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a good.
So right now, just to give just to give you guys the heads up. So right now, I just did my taxes.
Nice.
And
Just like Kirby.
Right. So here's the thing. My job, working for my sister, takes out exactly the taxes that I need for that job specifically. So I get no refund on my taxes. I don't get a tax refund because they don't take out any more than what I actually need to take out. That said, that job was not the only income I had last year. I had income from YouTube, and I had the gigantic freaking reward check for my contest win. And neither of those had taxes taken out of them. And so when I went to do my taxes this year, I ended up owing Uncle Sam and the state of Oklahoma a total of over $400. So, so my finances are shit right now.
Well, sorry for donating, I guess.
You know, now it's one of those things where, I don't mind the YouTube donations. Like I said, the main bulk of what I had to pay this time was because of the freaking the contest win, which again,
Yeah.
I needed the money at the time, and I'm glad to have had it. But yeah, it's a lot of taxes. So it would have been better if I had gotten the if I had managed to get the grand prize and it won $15,000, then I would have been able to pay off my whole entire credit card and would have had plenty left over. And so when tax time came around, I would have just been able to just pay it off. But anyway, with this one, I basically just dumped the whole, when I won the contest initially, I basically just dumped the whole thing on my credit card and was like, okay, here we go. So, and so anyway, and my credit card right now is over the limit. So, just, because I like having nice groceries.
Yeah.
So,
I don't blame you.
So anyway,
groceries are nice, especially when
right.
you make nice food with those groceries.
Yeah. So anyway, after my next paycheck in the middle of the month, I'll be able to get my credit card back in order to some extent. But yeah, but I do. After that, I probably need to go and get that Phantom Brave game that I ordered from GameStop because they did message me to let me know that it was there. But like I said, just bad timing because so yeah, I need to pick that up. Anyway, but after that, so after that, it may be sometime around May before I can comfortably afford more video games. So. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. All right, back to my gotcha story. So I walked in the mall. I see the gotcha machine with all the Kirby gotcha capsules in it, and I was just like, "Let's go gambling!"
Right.
Let's go gambling.
I was like, "Okay, so there's one I really want, but it's gambling. I'm not gonna put my entire life savings on it. I'm gonna put in $20."
Right.
And if I don't get it what I want, then I'm gonna leave.
Right.
I put in 15 and I got the figure I want, and I was just like,
Nice.
holy shit, let's fucking go.
Well, awesome. Glad you pulled the one you wanted so quickly.
See, now there's a lesson to be had in all this. The lesson is that gambling is awesome.
Yeah, right. Gambling is fun and totally illegal for children to do. under the
Gambling
right
is fun
circumstances.
and rewarding.
Right. Especially when you're winning. Oh man.
Now he sits on my desk and watches me game. It's very uncomfortable.
It can't be more uncomfortable than the staring Gardevoir plush that Aquan sent.
What?
So it's literally this little bitty Gardevoir plush that lays on her stomach and just stares straight ahead.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I opened her up in a mail time video. Aquan sent her to me at one point. But yeah, just. But yeah, she just watches.
Hang on. I don't want to. I'm just gonna take a screenshot. Why the fuck is it $88? What the fuck?
Probably because it's old.
Hang on. Is it this one?
Oh, stream team. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yep. That's.
I play Pokemon too much.
But yeah, it's a Qatari plush
Yeah,
doll.
that's the one. That's the one.
Literally exactly what's staring at me right now.
I have one of those that's an Ampharos and it's asleep and it's nestled on top of my TV.
Right.
I don't have anything like that. All I have is a Wingull that just sits there.
Yeah.
I think I got mine for like $12.
I've had that tiny little Wingull plushie just sitting there after like, I don't know, like 13 years.
Man. But yeah, no, I need to contact them about that Phantom Brave game and make sure that they save it for me. But yeah, it was just bad timing. Like I said, they called me when I had no money.
And also, Hunger, get Forgotten Land from Siege and play it on stream. I think you'll really enjoy it.
I don't know.
Damn right.
We'll see what happens.
Damn right you will. It's a really well-made game.
Yeah. I mean, 3D platformers aren't my favorite genre, but But
It's
I do like
Kirby,
me some
man.
Kerbo. I do enjoy me some Kerbo. That's
It really does speak volumes to a franchise where even the most mediocre games in the franchise are still kind of solid.
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As a person who speedruns Kirby games, I can oblige to this conversation.
Yeah, well, we do have Dottie
I
Sakurai
don't
to
like-
thank for a lot of Kirby's not sucking.
I'm gonna say a bold take right now. My least favorite Kirby game is Kirby Squeak Squad. It's so fucking boring. That's the only reason why.
Dang.
It is the least
me-
interesting Kirby game there is.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that
For
I
me,
feel
Campus
like
Curse.
the DS ones were the levels were too damn long.
Yeah.
Like that was really, and I mean, I don't know if that's a complaint or not.
Yeah, for me, my least favorite is Canvas Curse. While Canvas Curse has a good OST, I think the gameplay itself is kind of
Yeah.
lame.
Canvas Curse kind of treads water a lot. It's just not really that engaging or interesting. I wasn't it just made as like a tech demo just for the DS?
I do like the OST in the game though.
The only thing I remember about Canvas Curse is the commercial where Kirby's friends with the giant finger.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
So
the only thing I remember from there is the final boss and how it's designed.
And also the early DS marketing where they said that touching is good.
Oh yeah,
Nintendo was
There's a-
wild back in the
Right.
year 2006.
one of the WarioWare titles is called WarioWare Touched.
Right.
Yes.
Is basically
You can touch Wario. It's amazing.
Yes,
Right.
that's basically what the game is.
So yeah, I have my GameCube hooked up to my PC right now. I just haven't used it in a while.
Hey.
But one of the things that the GameCube is equipped with is a Game Boy player, which means I can play Game Boy Advance games on it and stream them.
Yes.
And I happen to have Kirby Canvas Curse on the.
That's on the DS.
That's on the DS.
Or not
That's
Canvas
on the
Curse.
DS.
The Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Sorry, I happen to have
Oh!
it on
Amazing
the
Mirror.
GBA.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I
Literally.
have the Amazing Mirror, and I might actually have the Canvas Curse on the DS too. I can't remember, but I can't stream from the DS, so
Yeah.
that's the problem there. But
Oh, that will be that's kind of sad though, but
yeah,
because I would
Anyway.
because
This
I
is
would
nostalgia talking. Amazing Mirror is fucking goated.
yeah. So
I would have suggested Planet Robobot too.
yeah, so I do have the Amazing Mirror on the GBA that I plan to get to at some point. So. But yeah, my plan was to get through all of the GameCube games that I wanted to get through, and then switch over to the Game Boy player, because then I could just leave the Game Boy player disc in there and just switch the games out. So
Yeah.
But yeah.
Also, when you play Game Boy, oh good.
There
Go
were
ahead.
some games on your GC that you wanted to get out of the way before they got onto the Switch too, right?
Yeah, there's some GameCube games that they announced for GameCube on Switch, and I was like, oh, it'd be fun if I could play those before they show up on Nintendo Switch Online for the Switch too. So I may try to get to those beforehand, just because so.
For those of you that watch my content, stay tuned for the Coliseum Let's Play. I have so much shit to spew about Coliseum.
And
half of them are bad.
I actually already did Let's Plays for Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness.
Oh, cool.
I was kind of doing a lot of the GameCube Let's Plays in order, but those two I went ahead and just did because I wanted to play Pokemon on the GameCube.
Yeah.
So but yeah, so yeah, I have both of those up on the channel already.
Yes.
And then let's see. And some of these I can skip because I've played the remakes for them already, like the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. We don't really have to go over again. For example. But yeah, so I have some GameCube games that
Also, let's have this argument right now. Do we prefer the GameCube version of Wind Waker or the Wii U version of Wind Waker?
I never got the chance to play the Wii U version of Wind Waker. I've just played the GameCube version, so I really can't comment as to which I think is the superior version.
I've played both of them. The Wii U version looks nicer and has better controls, so I prefer that version.
Okay, fair.
Flint and steel.
And I will die on that hill. There's so many people that say that the Wii U version of Wind Waker looks like dog shit, and I respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
It is.
So
it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I don't know how else to say it.
So, one of the things that I plan to do eventually, because the thing is, on the GameCube, I have I think I have pretty much every Zelda game that was made for the GameCube, which was literally every Zelda game.
Yes.
Because
how'd you get Skyward Sword on your GameCube?
Not Skyward Sword, but what I'm talking about, is they did a demo.
Never do another playthrough of that game.
Yeah, never doing that again. But then they did a special disc for the GameCube that had what is it? The original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, all on the same freaking disc.
Sorry, whenever somebody mentions Zelda 2, I just throw up a little in my mouth.
Right. And then of course I have Link to the Past on the Game Boy Advance, but I think I pretty much already covered Link to the Past on the Super NES, so I'm not really gonna bother with that.
Quite a few times.
Yeah, I played because I did speed runs for with like the ROM hacked version where with like all the
Yeah.
items mixed up. So I did do a proper playthrough as well, but you know, but yeah,
I
speed
might
runs
have
are fun.
actually made a few randomized version, a few randomized Link, or sorry, not Link to the Past, but Ocarina of Time ROMs. I'll have to look those. I'll have to dig those up.
Yeah,
'Cause I swear I made them at one point.
but yeah. So anyway, but yeah. So the but yeah. So anyway, the point is that I will be doing a lot of Zelda on the GameCube. so, uh, so yeah, look forward to that.
Mhm.
um,
Memorized Majora's Mask, so it'll be fun to watch somebody else play
So
it.
here's the thing with Majora's Mask. I have never beaten Majora's Mask. I get stuck at the water temple and can't ever get past it. So I might actually be able to beat it with some help from chat to get me through puzzles more quickly. We'll
I've
see what
never played
happens.
Majora's Mask.
Me
Majora's
neither.
Mask has the unfortunate mechanic of a countdown timer
Yeah.
where basically after the prologue of the game, it puts you on a countdown to the end of the world, essentially, where the moon crashes into Hyrule and kills everybody.
Yeah.
Uh, and basically, what happens is you go through and you make all this progress, but then when the countdown gets to a certain point, you basically use the Song of Time to return to the beginning of like the first day. Like so, you go but like 3 days back in time or whatever. Um, and
Can't you
uh,
just like bum rush it to the last dungeon though?
right, not really, because you have to pick up like you have to beat all these dungeon guardians to get their masks in order to get there. So it's just like anyway. Um, but yeah, there's some
But there is the Song of Reverse Time, so you can actually
yeah
slow down
yeah
time and cut
yeah
it, it makes your time like twice as
something like
long or
that. Yeah,
whatever.
like there's little things that you could do, but yeah, it's just one of those things where the fact that there's a time limit at all really puts a damper on a lot of the Zelda-ing that I like to do. Um, and anyway, every time I go to the water temple, I end up running out of time and having to go back before I complete it. It's
See, that's
always
the
the
one
damn
that.
water temple, man. It's always the damn water temple.
I
Uh,
understand. Like I got stuck there for a while
yeah,
when I was younger.
but yeah,
It's
like I
like
said, I
once you
haven't.
get the ice arrows, like once you get the ice
Yeah,
arrows though in that temple, that actually makes it a hell of a lot easier.
yeah,
But it's just getting to the ice arrows.
I haven't played the game in a long time, but like I said, hopefully when I pick it back up after all these years, I will be able to, with the help of chat to clear that temple at long last. You
Yeah.
know? uh,
I want to
because
see
good grief.
I want to see Twitch chat play as Majora's Mask. I want to
But
see how
yeah,
they do if they manage
yeah.
to beat the game.
But anyway, I also have also on the GameCube I have Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. So yeah. And I never beat Twilight Princess because I got stuck at the stupid protect the caravan with the suicidal caravan minigame. Uh,
I got stuck at the fucking Sky Temple.
yeah. See the for those who haven't played Majora's Mask or not Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, there's
Yeah.
a part in the game where they switch it over to this mini game where you have a covered wagon that you're supposed to protect,
Yeah.
and the the covered wagon like instead of letting you go ahead and kill all the bad guys, and then like or stopping while you kill all the bad guys, they're just like, oh nope, while you kill the bad guys, I'm going to suicidally rush ahead into more bad guys. Like, it's just the worst. So like, and then you have to clear that minigame in order to get through. Like it's just really poor design. I hate it when a game suddenly switches over to a completely different style of gameplay with a minigame and then forces you to complete that section in order to advance, and also makes it hard as balls. Just like really, really annoying. I've always hated the protecting the suicidal NPC trope in video games in the first place. Oh, you have to protect this moron of a character who's literally just there to cuck you out of a victory by being as suicidal as possible. I hate that. Like, as soon as they're like, oh yeah, you have to protect this character, I'm like, oh, here we go. because that character will literally bum rush the strongest freaking enemies they can find. It's so bad. I've been traumatized by too many games that have this trope. It's really terrible. It shows up in RTS games a lot, like real-time strategy. That trope shows up in there a lot. I think I've seen. I think it was actually in a Unicorn Overlord in one or two battles where it was like, oh yeah, this character, you're defeated if this character dies, and they're bum rushing the boss of the area. It's like, will you stop? It's bad. It's like, because basically it forces you to play outside of your comfort zone and bum rush things that you might not be that interested in bum rushing. It's okay for me now in Unicorn Overlord because I think I'm a little over leveled if it was certain characters, but yeah, it's at certain points in the game that's not good.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy Tactics does it to you like the third fight in. They're like protect this guy, and here's the thing on that. They actually set it up to where story-wise you can actually say that you don't want to protect him, and then Delita will be like, well, I'll protect him then, and it doesn't, and it makes it to where protecting him is not part of your objectives, which thank God, because that little fucker will just go bum rushing the enemy, and he doesn't stop until they get his HP like really low, and then he'll kind of back off and run away. But they will still chase him down and fucking kill him. And sometimes they can do that before you get to him because they just dogpile him. Like, I've seen that character bum rush the enemy, get ganged up on by 3 or 4 NPCs, and just die before you can do anything. Like, it is just infuriating. And the thing is, the character that I'm mentioning, he's a dick. So like after you beat him and everything, he's an asshole. Like the whole time, it's just like, man, I really don't want to save this motherfucker. But the thing is, they make it to where even if it's not your objective, like he still is important to the story. Like, so they don't let him die in that fight. So you can't just like let him die completely, which is like, damn it. Because you kind of don't like the guy after a while. It's like, no, he sucks. I hate him. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah. Speaking of Final Fantasy Tactics, they need to hurry up and drop a remake of that shit. It's been rumored for a long time that they were going to drop a Final Fantasy Tactics remake on the Switch, And the same people that were dropping those rumors were you mentioned some of the other games Squeenix has already remade, and we've got our Bravely Default remake on the Switch too. So it's like, can we go ahead and get our Final Fantasy Tactics remake, please? Please stop blueballing me.
Yeah!
I freaking need that shit. Listen, it wouldn't be that big of a deal if Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions wasn't so much better than the original. Oh my gosh. Like, it's just night and day. And so now, I want all that in a console version of the game, and they need to deliver that, or I'll be mad.
Yeah.
Because
Chicken jockey!
don't get me wrong, the original Final Fantasy Tactics is a great game,
I'm Steve.
but it's War of the Lions is just, it's got like fully voiced FMVs and shit. It's just like, oh, it's so fucking good. Anyway.
All right, Nick, we get it. Holy shit.
Alrighty. Sorry, I got bored. I was fiddling with the sounds.
Anyway.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, well, hey guys, I'm gonna call it a night though.
Yeah, I was,
Yeah.
I was just thinking
Yeah.
about ending the stream myself, but
I can't keep my eyes open.
oh no. Should get that looked
Been
at.
tired ever since the stream started.
Get some,
Chicken jockey!
get some tape and some toothpicks quick.
I'm Steve.
Dude, no
Alright.
fucking way.
My eyelids.
Universe.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Chicken jockey!
over with.
Minecraft universe.
I'm Steve.
All
All right, have a good night, guys.
right. Thanks.
You guys have a good one.
All right, I want to thank everybody so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. We'll be back to do this again next week, and of course, as always, I do hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.
The show is over. Thanks for watching until the end. If you happen to enjoy the content, please leave a like, my friend. I play games and sometimes do other stuff. If you're interested, you can subscribe. Free cookies are available for everyone. Like the zebras ate them all. The zebras ate them all. Are you still listening to this? I am your dedication. It's basically all me from here. Seriously, you've been warned. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna get copyright claim for Rick Roll. Are you still here? That's actually based. Nah, 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 nah. The meme is old. This is starting to get awkward now. Maybe go watch one of my other videos after this. It'll be great. If you're new to the channel, there's hours of content to watch. If you've been here a while, it's super nostalgic. It's a win-win situation. Do these even count as lyrics? I guess anything does if you sing it.
What does that have to do with anything?
No, he's got a point.